All right, we're back.
We're on?
We're live, dude.
Oh, shit.
We're rolling, man.
Oh, my God.
Look at us.
Okay. Round two.
Round two, dude. How now we got we're a little greased up, I feel like.
We're
going in.
We're lubed up.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 Inertia.
At work.
Yeah.
Inertia's at work.
Yeah.
Keeping us moving.
Yeah, dude. It's like Lemmings. Or what the fuck was that video game called? It was like, you remember it was like an old computer game. I think it was called Lemmings. And you basically like just tell them what to do. And like some of them, like you gotta like get as many lemmings from one spot to the other spot safely. And there's like some of them will build and they'll just keep building. They'll kill themselves if you tell them to. It's kind of like
I have no idea.
Yeah. Okay.
Lemmings. What was it? What did you play it on? A computer?
It was like a PC game.
Oh, PC game?
Yeah, it was like, I think you would get it in like a cereal box. Like that's how you'd get the game. They used to have like those were like my favorite games. Like you buy like Chex cereal.
Okay.
They had one where you'd slime people.
Like like a disc or something?
Yeah. It would come in your
Really?
cereal. Yeah.
No, I never heard of that shit.
Yeah, it was a big thing for a while for whatever reason.
In this country?
Yeah. Surprisingly, dude.
Wow.
That was when it was really big to put treats in the food. They're like,
shit.
Yeah.
I mean, I know stuff comes in cereal boxes, but usually it was like, something plastic or a friggin' little sticker.
Right.
I didn't know they were putting
Yeah, no, Chex
like
went all out.
hard-
And it was like
hard discs
and it was
in
like
there.
a good productive game.
no way.
Yeah. Dude, it's a shame. Like all these good games I can't really play. Oh, I'm loud as shit now. What the fuck? Yeah, so
Man, no.
yeah. That's
I'll
dude,
have
that's
to look it up.
I'm just saying, man, that's just like what it's like having a job. Your boss tells you what to do and you just got to start hammering away.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And then you blow yourself up, I guess, right? That's it.
Yeah, as soon as I said I was greased up, I immediately took out all the grease that I had.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got nothing to talk about, dude.
Now, we're stuck right now.
We got stuck.
But we're back for round two. This
Yeah.
is round one. Episode 1 was great.
Yeah, dude, it was so much fun editing. Dude, you're so like
We
you,
animated.
Yeah,
I give you a lot to work with.
Yeah, exactly. I would love to just fucking cartoon you up, dude.
Oh my God, man. Hey, let's do it.
I'll
Next,
figure. Yeah,
we'll be on Comedy Central probably next year. I bet.
and give us a year.
Yeah.
It's-
give them a year to,
Right. It's
we
not.
don't want,
Yeah.
look.
It's not even. I mean, we got the content.
Yeah. Oh, and Netflix maybe? Yeah, they don't do cartoons, but they will.
They have some cartoons. They have a decent amount of cartoons. Not like too many, but we'll get on there. Probably not our stuff. We'll probably end up on like Adult Swim on Cartoon Network.
Oh, man, that'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Or just like a Netflix show.
Yeah.
There were a couple comedians I knew. They just got like a Netflix show. You kind of remind me of the one guy, Chad.
Okay.
He's like a surfer dude, kind of.
Yeah.
And the other guy's, I think, John. It's called Chad and John Go Deep. You ever
Okay.
hear about it?
No.
They were like comedians in L.A. and next thing you know, they got like this Netflix show.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Chad and John Go Deep.
I think it's Chad and I think John. Yeah.
It's not about gay stuff, is it?
No.
No, it's not like
Not at all.
Netflix has their own gay.
You can look him up. He's like Chad's like a total surfer dude, and he used to do this thing where he would go to like
He would go deep.
he would go to like I guess they were like the courthouse, like where they'd have town meetings, and he would like go and like start talking like, hey
Oh,
bro,
shit.
we want to put up. Yeah.
Oh no way.
Oh, it was-
I think I saw videos of him.
You might have seen him.
Yeah.
I knew him.
Cause and then did he have like there was a video of like someone going up and they were like very fratty and like but they were also like speaking kind of well educated, and then there's and eventually they're like next, and then the dude behind them also like they both went. He's like, and then he just continued where the other dude stopped talking.
Okay.
It was great.
I don't know if that was them. Let's not plug those guys though. We got our own show.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, I'll have to send you a link.
Chad and John go deep. We're going shallow. We're
think
looking
it's
in the shallow ends we're feasting on shellfish and whatever's in the shallows. Whatever the
Yeah.
fuck Lady Gaga was singing about.
Yeah.
Right?
Did you just say Lady Gaga?
Yeah, it's
I just heard a Lady Gaga song today. It was I'm on the edge. Oh man, I didn't even know she sang that.
Yeah, it's perfect because, dude, we're edgy podcasters now. So that was probably, you were like, dude.
We could turn this into the shallow end. We could call
Yeah.
it. Like we don't really talk about anything. Yeah. We don't even have a guest yet.
Call it murky waters.
Murky. The waters are murked up. Yeah. Shallow, murky waters.
Yeah. We come up with the longest podcast name ever.
Yeah. Shallow, murky waters of southern New Jersey podcast, you know?
Yeah. Incorporated.
Yeah.
And then you had a few more on there.
That's funny, man.
Yeah. Dude, that's kind of like the new thing now. It's like, you know how people are like, oh, that'd be a good band name. And now it's like, oh, that'd be a good podcast name.
Yeah.
Like I said, even Sweet Nothings was just like a working title. I think I thought of a good one.
Okay.
I was thinking of Funnier Offstage.
Funnier off stage.
Yeah, you ever hear like people like talk about
yeah.
comedians? That's almost like a backhanded compliment that a comedian will give another comedian. Like they like them as a person.
Yeah,
they don't like their stand up.
You're funnier off stage.
You're funnier off stage.
I actually say that to people as like a compliment. Like there are some people that I think are hilarious off stage, and they're funny on stage.
Yeah,
but you know, a lot of comics off stage are not.
Yeah,
they're not. They're sometimes they're, you know, dry, or they're angry, or they're you know, they're not. But some are genuinely funnier off stage.
For sure. It's hard to like translate how they act in just like just instance versus like what they prepare and come up with on stage.
Yeah, because sometimes it's a show they're putting on stage. You know, it's like a not them.
Yeah. It's, you know, they're going with now I can't think of what it is. It's a persona.
Like, they're putting on an act.
Right.
And then they get off stage and they're a totally different person.
Right. Or they're the same person, but like some people, like comedians, and like someone will be like, that person made me laugh while they were on stage, but they're like a dickhead on stage too. And then when they get off stage, like, that guy was kind of a dickhead. It's like, well, that's his persona, but he's also kind of like that all the time. Right. There's variations of all this shit.
All of that shit.
Yeah. It's very fun.
But it would be sort of a negative thing if you were like, you're funnier off stage.
Yeah.
You know?
And then you realize like, I never made that person laugh off stage.
Yeah.
I'm just not funny anytime.
Yeah, like one time, like I know there's like I was at the Comedy Store in L.A. and there was a comedian, Bobby Lee.
Yeah.
You know Bobby Lee?
Yeah.
Great comic, you know?
Yeah.
And some guy I saw, like I was just standing there and he went up to him after he performed and he's like, hey man, hey, and Bobby Lee's like, oh, hey. He's like, you're funnier on TV. And Bobby Lee was like, like I thought he was going to try to kick his ass. Like, he's pretty, like I've seen, you know, he could. He looked like really.
Yeah. He has like that. Like, he could probably do more with his face than he could with like actual physical contact. He just like he does like a sharp look.
Oh yeah, he probably couldn't fight anybody.
No,
he calls himself like the scallop, like he's sort of fat and you know he's older now. Now he's probably like in his 50s. He's not fighting anybody.
Right.
He wears probably flip flops. You're not gonna fight in flip flops.
Yeah, for sure. Unless you kick him off and hit him in the face, like that's when I'm wearing flip flops, I take that into consideration. That I like. All right, well these are now part of the when I'm fighting. Well, these are now weapons.
After last episode where you got punched in the eye.
I wish I had sandals. I had boots on. They were tied up to my legs.
You didn't hit them back, right?
I tried to.
Oh, you tried
to. I hit him. I hit somebody.
Oh, okay.
Might not have been him.
You're right, because you couldn't see. Your head was covered.
Exactly. Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah.
Let's have him on the show.
Yeah.
That'd be an amazing guest. And then all of a sudden you just sucker punch him. And I'll be like, sorry, bro.
You know what's funny about that story? Is that actually like my mom teaches his mom piano.
No way.
Yeah, and my sister and is like friends with like his mom. He wasn't supposed to be like in the wedding, and he got himself tossed
because of that.
Yeah, because of that, and then they still invited his mom. So his mom was at the wedding.
No way.
Yeah, and she was like, "There's pubes on the microphone."
I'm not sure. It's fine if there are. I'm not sure.
I haven't shaved them, so it should be.
You've got so
they're not mine.
You've got a lot of hair.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. No, it's fine. That would have been amazing if you made a move on his mom.
Well, yeah. So my original move in my head, I'm like, I'm gonna knock her out at the wedding. What's up, bitch?
Oh man, the best would be as if your mom's teaching her piano and she takes the case and just brings it down on the Waka!
Yeah, that's what you get.
That would be amazing. Like, my fingers. Like she's some prodigy and all.
Yeah.
Bam!
Yeah. She just takes her down a notch.
That's for Cody.
Yeah. No, instead my mom's like, no, we're like, that's business. I gotta keep business.
Right. Oh yeah.
But also, so at the wedding, like I saw her, she's like, sorry about my son. I'm like, it's okay. And she's like, oh, you're a stand-up guy. I'm like, what am I gonna say? Like,
he's a piece of shit. Guy's a huge piece of shit. Obviously, he sucker punched me at my own party for no reason.
Yeah, like I'm just looking at her. I'm just like, I maintain my distance, an arm length away from her.
Yeah.
Like mother, like son.
Right.
I'm not trying to get sucked again. I keep saying sucked. Like,
it would have been amazing if she fucking gave me a gut shot.
Dude, if she punched me, I would have so much respect for that family, dude. I would be so fucking pumped up.
Oh, dude. That is
I would go
funny,
home,
man.
get my Halloween costume, and come back to the wedding and just be like,
man.
here we
Round
are.
two. Here we go.
Dude, that wedding was fun. It was at the Indian Springs golf course.
Yeah.
Yeah, my sister got married, Kevin. I'm using her podcast. I basically stole her podcasting equipment. Thanks, Brett.
Your sister?
Yeah.
Brett.
Yeah.
That's where she got married?
Yeah.
Indian Springs?
Yeah,
wow.
she got married there, and then like one of the bus boys I knew from comedy.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm like, you know, you have at this point, I'm hammered. I'm like, you guys know you have a fucking artist delivering food to all these fuckers. and then he's like, he's older, but then like the rest of the other people that were working, they were all like, it was like 17-year-old boys.
Right.
And I started like, I'm like, you guys all work for me now, and I was pranking people with the boys. Wow. I had a flock of boys I was in charge of.
You saw that you knew him from like from the scene.
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah, he's an interesting character. Mike Hoff.
Mike Hoff. I don't know if I know him.
Or is it no, it is Mike Hoff. Yeah, so he's like he bounces around from Florida. He comes down to South Jersey.
Okay.
Does poetry a lot. Yeah.
Josh Ryan.
Yeah, I'm boys with Josh.
Dude. Oh really?
I love Josh.
Dude, when I first moved here like 6 years ago, I got a sales job.
Okay.
And I walked into this place. It was in New Jersey. I forget where it was. I forget where we were. We were somewhere not far from here, because my territory was Medford, Mount Laurel, and Marlton.
Right.
And some guy from my company flew here for like the week to work with me. It's like we'd work together, like a ride along, and he was going to show me what to do. Right. And he's like, okay, next we're going to this account. And I walked in, and I had seen Josh perform a few times, because I'd been, I knew you for a few months maybe, and right. I saw him, and then I saw him. I walk into this place, and there he is. Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck? I know that guy.
It's jarring seeing a comedian out of an open mic.
Yeah. So like we're walking up, and the guy that I was with from my company is about to go into his spiel with like some dude like, oh hey, we're from this company and we sell this stuff. Yeah. And but I was like, I saw Josh Ryan, and I guess he was there as a salesman too. Yeah. And I go, hey dude, I know you, man. You were at the High Note. He looked at me like, yeah, I was. And then the guy that I was with is kind of looking at me like, what the fuck are you doing? So I didn't say anything. Yeah. And then I saw him at the High Note, and he like pulled me aside. He goes, hey man, I just want to tell you something. I thought he was going to say, dude, you almost cost me my job. Yeah.
It's like, don't fucking, the cat can't come out of the bag, dog.
You can't. He goes, that was one of the greatest moments of my life. I go, what do you mean? He goes, no one's ever recognized me from doing comedy outside of like, these open mics or whatever. I go, oh yeah, man. Sorry if I got you in trouble. He goes, no, I was there. I guess he sells shit too. I don't know what, I forget. Yeah. It was a long time ago. Dude, stupid story. I'm sorry.
No, dude. Josh is the fucking man. I love Josh. Yeah. First time I met Josh was at High Note as well. Okay. And it's funny is we gave you a shocking look. He probably was blacked out when he saw. No, he
you mean he was wasted? Yeah.
At work.
Yeah, probably. He was. Yeah.
No, well, at the first time Mike I met him, he was drinking some whiskey, just like solid cube in a glass or whatever type of deal. Right. And it just comes up to me, and I think other comedians were like joking, like making fun of me, and he was just hammered. Like, if anyone's talking shit, I'll fuck them up for you. I'm like, I don't think anyone is, but I appreciate that energy, dude.
What an animal.
Thank you.
He was at the barbershop.
Yeah,
that
that's
one
right.
Time.
That's right.
I saw him. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Damn.
He's a living legend.
He's like a South Jersey legend, I guess. Right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh damn. That's great.
It's fun. It's fun to fucking catching a comedian.
Yeah.
Out in the wild. And then it's like you both like instantly link. Go. It's funny because you just like said like you kind of went back. You're like, oh, I'm at open mic now. You had to like switch back in the work mode.
Right.
Yeah, it's like a weird. That's like a weird experience.
Yo, it was weird because he wasn't expecting it. So he was like, oh.
Probably even weirder for him to be like.
And then he was like, yeah, you're the first person ever to like say anything to me outside. Like, hey, I saw you perform.
Right. Yep.
I mean, he was terrible when I. No, I'm just kidding. He was good. He was good. He was. He was funny. He's a funny guy.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Shout out Josh Ryan, dude.
Yeah, man. Hey.
Fuck yeah.
He put him on the guest list. He'll be a guest on here
for sure.
We'll talk about that day. I'm sure he'll remember to be like, oh my god, that was you.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Me and Josh got. I used to do shows at the Flying W, and he was going through a divorce. And the motel was attached to the Flying W. So after shows, I'd get a motel room, and we just got pretty drunk and just we both felt like we had 2 beds, but we both had just like random. I don't even know where the story's going, but he left, and I stayed in the motel room and to jerk off because I was like, finally some me time.
Yeah.
And the maid walked in on me.
No way.
Yeah, and like, get the fuck out of here.
Did she see you like you were?
Yeah, it was.
Oh wow!
Like, who's sorry?
You were obviously completely naked.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Oh yeah, because I was like, you know, I'm gonna make this an event.
Was it the next morning?
Yeah.
Oh okay.
Yeah, it was like, you know, like when people have hotel sex, I'm like, I don't have anyone here to do it with, so I'm gonna have hotel sex with myself.
Yeah.
So I got into like where you throw clothes all over the place.
You fucking.
So she was probably just like. All right, there was only one. Maybe there was something in the bathroom was empty. No, he was just doing that by himself. And I was like, all right, at least I don't have to like see her. And then I realized that I left like my dad's like special cooler.
Oh shit! In the room
or whatever. So I had to go back and like, hey, can I get that?
You mind if I?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Man.
Yeah. I'm like, you'd have all the beers inside. She's like, nah.
Oh man.
Yeah. Dude, that's the worst, is having to like talk to somebody after just like something embarrassing, like,
yeah,
and then having like thinking like, okay, well, at least that's over. And
at
like,
least I'll never see that guy again.
At least I don't have to really confront that. And then,
and here he is, right? He's back.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, the Flying W, man, that's a trip. Do they still have the motel there? I guess they.
Yeah, but everything's been torn down basically. Like the only thing that's running right now is the outside bar, the tiki bar.
So like they're gonna redo the whole place?
They're not redoing it. They're selling it to low-income home townhouses. They sold it to like the township to develop that there.
Really? So it's not going to be an airport anymore?
No, I don't think so. I don't know. I think they sold all that shit.
Really?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like the kind of area where they would put.
No, it's going to be
low-income housing.
Well,
that's odd.
Medford didn't have enough of it because no one wants to fucking live there. Apparently, they're like, oh, we have to have it, and then. They had like plumbing issues, so they just like I had Mark Norman come and perform at the W.
Yeah.
And during that show, like the bathrooms just stopped, like the women's room stopped working.
Oh shit.
And then the men's room, like the only thing that worked was the urinal. So people were including girls, were just going out into like that big field and just pissing and then coming back in.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Mark was like, interesting.
No way.
He's like, no plumbing, huh?
He's great, man.
Yeah.
That guy's.
So that's somebody that's just like that all the time.
Yeah, right.
Like when he got there, he's just like, how'd we do on tickets?
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, we got this. And he's just like, yes.
No way.
I'm like, oh, you can't turn this off, can you?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
My buddy Ari opens for him sometimes.
Does he? Yeah, met Ari.
Him, damn, I remember that night too. I was like, "Fuck, I'd like to go to that," because you did 2 shows too.
Yeah. Yeah, dude,
Man.
that was.
And you had Shane Gillis there too.
Yeah, I had Shane there for a little bit.
Some hot. That was a hot room.
Hot room. I also had Stavros Halkias. I don't know if you know who he is.
He's kind of like the fat.
Yeah. He's been crushing the crowd work as of late.
I feel like was he on Joe Rogan's podcast? Or
I don't know if he
not.
was. I don't know if he
big,
was.
Though that dude.
Yeah,
he's gotten really.
Yeah.
That's him, right? Like
Yeah,
sort of younger guy.
yeah. He was so like a big podcast he was known for was called Come Town.
Okay.
And then they split up, and now he has his own world called own podcast called Stovey World.
No shit.
So yeah,
You had some big guys there, man. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. And then I felt myself just kind of like more focusing on like who's the next big name, and I kind of felt myself not really like
Right.
put myself into the jokes I was writing. I was just like, dude, I opened for these guys, but also I'm like, hey, I'll give you money if you come here. Like,
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
So like, how much am I really? So in my head, I was kind of like, oh, look how much further I'm getting. But really, I mean, as a producer, sure.
Yeah.
But as a comedian, I wasn't like bombing or anything. But I'm like, it was. I could feel me not putting as much of that effort into creating the stand up itself.
Right. Yeah.
So it was just one of those things.
I feel like the people at the Flying W did not want the comedy.
No, not at the open mics, because I
Yeah.
also did open mics on every Thursday, and they also paired that in a separate room with karaoke.
Okay.
So karaoke was going on in another room while comedy was going on in a separate room.
Okay.
And you know, sometimes we get people come in the comedy room, but most of the times, you know, it was just a lot of people like they'd come in there, start heckling, and then like, I'm trying to help. I'm like, that's not helping.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you could go sing karaoke in another room if you want to.
I feel like the crowd there, they didn't want the comedians. They kind of you know, it was sort of like you're coming into our place. You're
a little bit, I think, at first, and then like the regulars that were there every week,
Right.
started like so there was one kid that would I guess he was like probably in his he's like 21 or something. It was a kid with Down syndrome.
Yeah.
Elvis.
Yes.
So that was like he would go there every week to sing karaoke dressed as Elvis.
Yes.
And so he actually started doing stand up.
Did he really?
Yeah.
I got to tell you real quick. One time I took my brother there to watch the open mic. He was in town because he doesn't live in Jersey.
Yeah.
So we go out there, and I guess we both must have gone into the bathroom to, hey, let's go to use the bathroom. We come out, and literally when you walked out, you see the kid singing with Down syndrome in a full Elvis gear, like the Vegas style Elvis.
Oh yeah.
And we both stopped, and we were like, whoa. And we're watching it, and his dad comes up to us.
Oh,
and
shit.
was like, you guys, I forget, he said, you guys taking in the show? Like, what are you looking at? What are you staring? And I was like, oh, no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, his dad was like that.
He was kind of like, what are you looking at? Why are you staring at my, I was like, no, we
I
were.
was like, dude, well, so I get what he's, I get it. But also sometimes like you're taking your kid to sing karaoke.
Yeah, like people are gonna.
If you didn't want people, you could buy this and do it in your house. Like Elvis wants people to watch.
That was amazing. The kid would do the Elvis moves. Like he would give the arm and the leg and he had Down syndrome. It was amazing.
He would crush it.
He would
crush it every week.
But I felt like, you ever see the movie Porky's?
No.
Oh, okay. You got to see, like, it was like an early 80s movie about these young guys that would go to this bar, Porky's, and like the locals didn't want them there. And I felt like that bar was kind of like Porky's.
A little bit, yeah.
You know, where they were kind of like, you take it in the show, like let's work these guys over.
Maybe that's why you feel that, just because they're like, it was just like, oh, there's comedians coming to this to come tell jokes while my son with autism.
Right.
So they're in his mind, he's like, oh, it's an easy.
These guys are making fun of my son.
So that's what So when he started doing stand up.
No shit.
And you sign up, and I put, and he was pretty. I mean, he was funny. Like
really?
He made me laugh. Like he get on stage, he roasted the shit out of me. He get on stage, he's like, my name's Cody, I have curly hair, and I'm like, nice. He's getting me, dude.
Great.
He's getting me good. But so his dad finds out that he's doing that, and he's just like, "Hey, don't let him do that anymore."
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I'm like, he seems like he likes it, and like we're laughing with him. You know, it's like
not laughing at him.
Yeah, no, it's like he's making fun of me.
Yeah,
you know, like he's doing pretty good. Like, and his dad was just weird about it, so he wouldn't let him do it anymore. But he would still come up to me, and he'd write me a note and be like, "Sign me up." And he'd like let me know.
No way.
And I'll come do it real quick and then go back to doing karaoke without, so his dad wouldn't know.
Oh man.
So I was
that's nice and a shame and so many feelings.
Right, exactly.
So many emotions. But I felt like that was the kind of place when you'd leave, they'd be out there in the parking lot. Oh, well, you think you're leaving, do you?
Yeah. It's like
and then one guy would have a bat, you know? Yeah.
It's like you can't come here and you can't leave either.
You're right.
Yeah. Dude, that was pretty wild. It was I had one moment where I was just like, this is interesting, because I was doing the open mic, and then like you come out of the room of the open mic, and then there's the bar, and then there's the karaoke.
Okay, you're right.
And I'm walking through, and I like do a double take because it was like all of him and his friends they were the only people at the bar, like just
Right.
like all drinking. And I was just like, this is like a version of like the dogs playing poker,
Yeah.
but it's autistic people drinking at a bar. That might be fucked up to say that.
The
All the it was
Down
like
syndrome guy.
yeah, all
was drinking.
not just him. It was like six. It was like six. You had like I guess like maybe he's in a class or something.
Was he a young kid? Wasn't he like young?
He was like in his 20s.
Oh, was he?
Yeah.
And all his Down syndrome friends were there.
Yeah.
Drinking.
Yeah, they were all drinking, and I was just like, wow,
What?
this is an incredible.
I didn't know
thing.
I didn't know that you could. I figured.
I don't
know.
think you're supposed to. But
tough
I mean,
to
I'm
say.
not supposed to either. You know,
You're not supposed to drink.
probably not.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
No.
You shouldn't have any
No,
food.
but so
Huh.
I went to the bathroom, and when I was in the bathroom, there's two stalls, urinals next
Yeah.
to each other. So I'm the one to the right with the sink to the right of me. The other one is a stall, a urinal with the stall next to it.
Okay.
And the one kid, not Elvis, comes in and he starts pissing. And he just like kind of blatantly just looks at my dick, and I'm just like, I don't know how to handle this, so I just let it happen. And then like he put his foot on like the urinal, and then like grabbed the stall and just peeked over while someone was taking a shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah, the dude was like, "What the fuck?" And he was just like, "Sorry."
Hey.
And then I was just like, "Hey, yeah."
Bud Light will do that to these guys.
Yeah,
you know?
this is the bar.
This is it.
This is what happens here.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah. So that was a fucking interesting place.
Yeah. Damn, man.
We had this one dude used to just call. His name was George, and he just called me funny man. So he was like the dude that was always there, and I think he was kind of the reason why people started kind of not hating the comedy as much.
Right.
But yeah, he would stay there, and then like at a certain hour, like everybody leaves, and he would just go pool hop the pool every time. Yeah.
Oh no shit.
Yeah.
Oh damn.
Yeah. So
And then I guess the comedy's done there. No more.
yeah, pandemic. Like it was funny. I was like sitting at the bar with one of the other regulars, and we're just like the COVID starts being chirped about, and like the guy with the basketball did the thing with the mics, and it's like it'll blow over.
Yeah.
And like like everyone's overreacting, and then didn't see him for like 4 years
Right.
or whatever. And then I
Yeah.
did another open mic. They had me so I was supposed to do a show outside of the tiki bar. They had to cancel it, and then the manager was like, "Hey, do you want to do it on 9/11?"
Right.
I'm like, "Do you want me to do the 20th anniversary of 9/11 at an airport? You want me to do a comedy show?" I go, "I will."
Right.
Do you want this?
Right.
Are you sure?
Oh, that'd be
you want-
amazing.
I'm like,
At an airport.
yeah, it was great.
Wow.
I invited my neighbor, who's Saudi Arabian, and he was just like,
A Saudi.
yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
fine.
He was just, I'm just like, yo, wear your get-ups.
Oh.
I'm like, let me wear one. He's like, you sure? I'm like,
Oh,
you're
They'd
right.
kill him out there.
Yeah,
They'd probably kill.
Yeah,
Those guys. There are a lot of plaid shirts. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of hunters. You know.
right. Yeah,
Damn, man. That's crazy.
yeah. So we did the show on 9/11. It was all right.
You did it.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, because not only that there's also another because there was that helicopter that crashed at the Pine W.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You didn't know about that?
No.
There's it was actually like with a popular country singer was in the plane or in the helicopter.
Died?
He was supposed to perform there. It was like the biggest show that Flying W was like sold tickets for. They sold like 10,000 tickets.
Oh my god.
And it's
10,000?
yeah. And it was Montgomery Gentry. Maybe 10,000 sounds like a lot. Maybe it was like 1,000 or something. I don't know.
Okay.
But Montgomery Gentry.
Okay.
Like if you heard if you listen to country at all or just like flip through it, it's like the one song's like "This is my town." No. I think that's them.
Yeah, okay.
And Troy Gentry likes helicopters. I met the pilot the day before, the night before at the
shit.
open mic. He started living there in the motel.
Right.
And he's talking about, yeah, I've been flying copters in Houston. Now I'm living here for a little bit while I like train everybody and stuff. And whatever, that was that. The next morning, my one buddy Steve like says like, yo, is something weird going on at the W? Like we just heard like a helicopter fly. Sounds really weird. and I don't know. And so he's a diesel mechanic. So he had a cop car sitting in his shop. So they turned on like the radio, and they listened to like the frequency between the plane and like whoever they're reporting to of him just like, yeah, we're coming in for a crash landing, and they crashed and he died. They both died.
No way.
Mm-hmm.
The pilot and the guy.
Yeah, Troy Gentry.
I don't think I heard about that.
Yeah, it was wild.
Oh shit, man, that's terrible.
It was pretty bad. And then the next Thursday after that was 9/11. So everybody like they didn't, like I had the open mic. So all these comedians are coming to do their 9/11 joke at an airport that just had a crash. They're all fucking they're all ready to go, and I'm just like, oh man, this is gonna be. And like I know like it wasn't just like that dude, it was like the guy who lived there was friends with like the bartenders and shit.
Right.
Crashed and died.
Ooh.
So they're like, hey, can you like kind of when you host, can you try to
tone it down,
edge them down a little bit? And I'm like,
yeah.
I'll say something up front. So when I start, like, I'm just like, listen, I know a lot of you guys are here to like, tell your, your 9/11 jokes and such. Just want to let you know, like, and like the topic of like that crash, but this like they're not gonna land here. And everyone started laughing. I'm like, oh no, wasn't like saying not gonna land here like because of that. I was literally, oh fuck, and then it was
it was out the window.
It was open season, dude. I was like, because as soon as I got a laugh, I was just like, wait a minute, or did I? Like, or was I? Fucking
man.
And Troy Moore, you remember Troy?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he went off, and it was just like he was talking about like the divot. He's like, you could still see the divot. I was just like, oh no, dude.
He still does a lot of comedy. Troy,
Yeah.
all
Yeah,
over
yeah.
the place.
Yeah.
I see. He's local. He's
Yeah. He's like PA he's
I see him
booked
in
up.
Jersey, Delaware. He's doing it.
He's doing his rounds.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's sick.
Good for him, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, you will add him to the list as well.
To be a guest?
Well, yeah, we'll see if I could get him to come all the way here.
Yeah.
I think he
lives somewhere, New York, maybe? Somewhere.
Yeah. I think he lives under a sewer now with the Ninja Turtles.
He might.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, I don't know. I'm not sure how much headlining gigs he's getting, but
yeah, I think decent amount. I would. I did a gig with him recently. It was at a golf club.
Okay.
And they just got done golfing for 4 hours.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm opening for him. It's just me and him.
Okay.
Basically a private show.
Right.
It was a private show for like I guess people he knew that like he works with or whatever.
Right.
Or not who he works with. They just know him and they all work together. It's like a golf outing for like a company or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're all wasted from golfing. And now we're like, all right, they just ate and shit. They're still drinking. And like, all right, go ahead and perform. And just like no stage, no light. The microphone's shitty.
Oh,
I just bomb. And like two people are laughing, like come up like, yeah, I know you think you just bombed, but that was pretty good. I'm like, thanks, man.
Oh, man.
It was awesome, though. It was just like, I don't know, just fun, like you and your boy in that situation, just like you're in the trenches taking grenades,
you know. Those are the trenches.
Yeah. And it's funny though, because those are the type of the shows that you get paid the most.
Right.
It's like I mean that makes it easier.
Yeah.
It's the ones that suck. You get no money and no laughs.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, fucking, why do I do this?
I've said that many times. Yeah.
Say it while I'm doing it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, I do miss it though.
Yeah. I mean, it's the ultimate thrill. I mean, there's actually way cooler thrills.
There's a lot. It is a thrill. For sure.
It is one of the
scary.
thrills.
It's pretty scary.
It's actually one of the things that you could really thrill yourself and not be that much in danger.
Right. Only like if you have a panic attack or something. Like it's like that.
Yeah.
It's scary. It's like oh my god. But yeah, you're probably not gonna die. But
so far so good.
But literally, they say you're dying up there. Like literally.
Yeah.
You feel like.
Yeah, I wonder if they should make like a video game of stand-up comedies, like Life Forces and or maybe like in Grand Theft Auto,
right.
You could go like, you know what, fuck all this. Like maybe violence isn't the answer. Maybe I should try comedy and like you could do a mission. You like do stand up in a crowd. It's Grand Theft Auto, and then and then you. Oh, that would probably get a lot of rage out for comedians because you're not getting a lot of laughs, and then you just kill everybody in the audience.
That'd be great.
Not in real life, in the video games.
They could put that in the cereal box. It's called,
It's just the limited edition of
Stand Up Kill.
Yeah, Grand Theft Auto, just stand up though, but you could also kill a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit of murder.
Oh man, crazy.
Yeah,
well,
man.
shit, man.
Where are we at here?
Yeah.
I don't even know where the time thing is.
Oh, it's
Oh,
we got 35.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, shit, man. Well,
Hey, this was
number two.
number 2.
Number 2
In the books, baby. Hopefully we got, some good content. I'm sure
Yeah.
there's an ocean of people that are going to like it. They're going to be like, 3,
Yeah.
3,
Yeah,
3,
yeah.
3.
They're gonna fucking be foaming out the mouth for 3.
Oh,
and guess what? You're not gonna get it right away. We know how to tease. Yeah.
Do you think people would listen to just 2 guys? They probably would.
Yeah,
and then they'd be like, all right, we could probably throw a guest in here every now and then.
Yeah.
Get somebody else.
Actually, I feel like people might lose their fucking minds if we do that.
You think?
Good and bad.
It's tough to say,
I think.
man.
I think constantly. You're constantly. It's like a plant.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta trim
Right.
for it to grow.
Sometimes you got to give it sunlight, a little water.
Yeah, we need some fertilizer and water now.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
way we can really bloom, and then like wherever it ends up, then we can make some trims.
Yeah, then you start trimming it off, and you sort of make it a big bush. That's what we want to become, a huge bush.
Yes. Yes.
We love it. We love bush.
We're into bush. Oh, Bush 2024. Come on, guys.
That's the new name.
That's the new name.
The Bush Squad.
The Bush.
We love Bush.
But we love Bush. That's beautiful, man.
That would be ridiculous.
Yeah. We'll think about it.
Yeah.
We're in no rush.
Yeah, we got probably 2,000 episodes ahead of us.
Yeah. 2,000 to go.
2,000, 2 down, because the first one doesn't. That other one with Zach. That doesn't.
Nah, that was
a dry run.
Yeah, right. That was just taste test.
Yeah, now we're cooking. We're cooking with some gas.
We have at least preset the oven at this point.
Yeah.
We're about to start throwing a whole bunch of shit in there.
Oh, man, we're going to 425, baby. Light that up to
Yeah.
425, baby.
We're slow cooking, dude. That's how you get the best meat.
That is 220. Yeah, 350.
Well, that's after you gotta kick it up and kick it back down.
Right.
I guess. I don't know. We'll get to that aspect of Sweet Nothings later when we turn this into a full cooking show. And just
we're gonna fry that other show.
Yeah, they're gonna be so pissed.
Like, what the fuck?
Who are these guys? Why are they doing this to us?
These idiots.
Just some like old lady that just like has one passion project, and we just fucking ruin it.
We're just ruining her Sweet Nothings cooking show.
Yeah.
With these 2 morons.
We're just kind of, you see that new show where it's like zombies, but instead it's like based from mushrooms. It's like a mushroom virus, like a certain mushroom that can basically it eats you from the inside, basically turns you into a zombie, and you work for it, and it wants to spread everywhere.
It's a show?
Yeah, it's on HBO. I forget what it's called. It's got like
oh damn.
Yeah, it's actually like my one buddy told me, he's like, yo, eat some mushrooms and watch it.
Right.
And I'm like, what's it about? He's like, wait, on second thought, don't eat the mushrums and then watch that because
it's about mushrooms.
It's about like, yeah, it's it's like basically, so there's like this actual fungi that exists. It's
right.
But it can't live in us because our internal temperature will kill it.
Yeah.
But and right now it could go into an ant. And it does this. Like, there's videos of it. And it turns it into a zombie, and it works for it. And it goes to its colony and then infects the whole colony. And that's how that thing lives.
Gotcha.
It eats it from the inside. The thing's dead, but it doesn't let it decompose. So it's like
crazy.
Zombies that actually look a little bit better.
Right.
A little bit. Yeah. And, so they said if global warming happens, the show is actually kind of terrifying.
Right.
Because you're like, oh, it is getting a little warmer. They're like, yeah, that means that thing can mutate and evolve.
Oh, fuck.
And then it'll be able to live in us. And I was like, yeah, that would be a horrible,
like
I'm like tripping on mushrooms to watch, like, oh, no, I already ate the stuff. Now it's going to happen to me.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. It's got to be, I forget why I brought that up, but watch out for fungi, guys.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
I guess that's a wrap.
Yeah, man. Thank you again.
Hey.
Appreciate it.
You the man.
You the fucking man, dude.
We're doing it.
All right, guys. Thank you for listening. Sweet Nothings. Check out the cooking show, too. Maybe they got some good stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet nothings. Sweet nothings. Sweet nothings. Sweet nothings. Sweet nothings.